What is up, guys, and welcome back to another day here with the Auto Works. We're changing sceneries around here lately. We've been, outside of the shop because I got everything in the front of the shop with the shop truck getting it done. So welcome back to another day here with the Auto Works, and we're jumping right back into our Rustoleum custom mix series today. And what that is we pick fun Rustoleum colors. We shoot pearls, flakes, candies, a little bit of everything over top, or we mix it in the paint, or do mid coats. We do a little bit of everything on this channel, but the whole goal is to have fun learning how to paint and seeing different color combinations, what they do, how to achieve more expensive looking paint jobs for a fraction of the cost. So today I've got a fender right here, so you know what time it is. We typically two-tone it, so I've got flat black Rustoleum and I've got apple red Rustoleum. And what kind of crazy pearl, flake, candy could we be adding to this combination today? Well, I got one called Akebi, guys. It's a pink to blue. It's got a lot of ghost blue looking hues to it, and it's just like a very weird color shift pearl. So I figured that might look really cool over black, obviously, because you're going to get full transparency. And then apple red was kind of a wild card. A lot of you guys have been asking for more red. I've seen that in some of the comments. So apple red's going to go on half this fender today. So let's get to two-toning it first, and then we'll get into some Akebi color shift from Akebi Pigments. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so a lot of times you guys ask why I got so much texture in my finishes. Well, a lot of times it's the spray paint itself, guys, and just the way it dries and lays out. I mean, this is flat black I did the other day and I sanded it off, and then this is freshly sprayed, and you can see the texture and everything in it. So if you're wondering why I usually get texture, because I'm using spray cans. Alright, let's keep going. Alright guys, so now we've got our Rustoleum colors laid down, so it's time for the fun stuff. Akebi Eye Candy Color Shift Pearl. This is going to be really fun today. And I've got a brand new clear coat system that a buddy of mine, a fellow subscriber I've mentioned on the channel, Cisco, shout out to you again, man. He actually provided a new clear coat today, guys. So typically we use this Finish 1 clear, and he actually said, hey, I got some of the Speedo coat clear with the activator and everything. Would you like to use it? So this is what we're using today, guys. It's Speedo Coat Speedo-Line SS132. It's a 2.1 VOC clear. What VOC is harmful chemicals. So this is made for like regions like California where they have really strict emissions and stuff like that. And it's supposed to contain a lot less harmful chemicals and just be better for the environment. So we're going to try this out today. He did include a low VOC activator. This is the SS1275. So this will be done with it. So it's a 4-to-1 clear, much like the Finish 1 clear here. So 4 parts clear and 1 part activator. And we'll mix some up, and we'll try some of this Akebi color shift pearl from Akebi Pigments. So let me bring you in close and let's mix some up. Alright guys, so if you know me, you know I am no stranger to Speedo Coat Clear, but today we'll be using this right here. Typically I use their budget clear. I think this is a little bit more of a high-end clear. I'm going to try not to make a mess. So what I'm going to do is put about 4 ounces of clear into the mix. When I do my pearls and stuff, I typically do about 5 ounces total. So that's 4 ounces of clear, 1 ounce of medium activator. So that brings us up to the 5, and it's as simple as that, guys, when it comes to mixing this stuff up. It is, first impressions, much like the other Speedo coat I've used. Compared to the Finish 1, it is a little bit thinner of a clear coat, but that's not a bad thing. It really just comes down to preference and what you're used to spraying with, and a very clear. So all in all, I can't complain. I mean, look at that. That looks nice, guys. So, all right. Now, Akebi color shift from Akebi Pigments. And like I said, it is a very interesting pearl into the mix. So, all right, this is a 1 gram sample bag that I got, guys. So, what I'm gonna do, since I've got 5 ounces total here, is I'm going to spritz most of this bag into the mix, you know, just so we get a good healthy effect and see what we're doing. Sometimes I'll do this in mid coat, but as I get to stirring, you'll be able to see kind of the effect it's given, and it's a very cool effect. It has a lot of pinks, purples, I mean a little bit of everything, guys. Very much looks like kind of a galaxy pearl, honestly. So I think it's going to be very interesting spread over the black and over the red, but there's only one true way to find out. Let's load up the paint gun and let's get to spraying. Alright guys, so I got my HVLP gun here, my cheap Amazon HVLP gun. I'll have this on the website and my Amazon store if you're interested. It's a 1.4 tip. I shoot a 28 psi water per trigger, and we got it loaded up with some of this Akebi Colorshift and this new Speedo-Line clear coat. And it's going to be interesting to see what it does and how it performs compared to the finished one. I'm sure it'll be just fine, but there's only one way to find out. I'm going to do consistent coats on this till we get a good effect, and then we'll take it out in direct sun and we'll see what everything does. We'll put my mask on. Let's get the spraying. Alright guys, so please excuse my neighbor next door. He is cutting the grass, but I think it's safe to say this Akebi Colorshift is a very interesting one today. It has pinks to purple flops, much like a midnight blue, and over that red, man, it just did some wicked stuff. So really, really cool. What do you guys think? Alright guys, so this is the spray out today. Akebi Colorshift from Eye Candy Pigments over gloss apple red and flat black. Now, very, very interesting color combinations over both colors. Obviously over the black you saw the full transparency of the pearl, much like a blue to midnight blue. And it's kind of weird because in powder form it looked like it was going to have some pinks and like a dominant that way, but it's funny how some of these pearls work. And then over the red, man, that's just a crazy effect with the blue to pink shift over the red. Just an all in all really crazy experiment today. But it ain't up to me, guys. Rate it 1 through 5, 1 through 10. If you want to spray with Akebi Colorshift from Akebi Pigments, I am an affiliate. I'll have my links in the description. Just enter WAW shop while shop at checkout and you'll be on your way to spraying with it. The Speedo-Line clear I used today, I really like it. The only thing I will say, guys, is use a slow activator if it's hot or humid or anything above 75 degrees or anything above 70% humidity, because it did dry pretty quickly on the panel and I did get a fair bit of orange peel, but that really wasn't a fault of the clear. That was more the application and just, you know, the weather and everything else in general. But nonetheless, great clear to spray with. It's on the thinner side, so if you enjoy thinner clears, definitely look into that, pick some of that up. I'll have links in the description to that too. And anything else, guys, the paint gun, the mask, all that stuff will be in my Amazon store. Just click the link below that says Ask C on YouTube and it'll take you to my store where you can purchase everything I use on the channel for the same price I get it. We will get a small kickback, but it'll cost you guys nothing extra, like I said, and you get the benefits of Prime and everything else Amazon has. I had a lot of fun doing this today, guys. The shop truck will return real soon with a cool new paint job. We got much more tutorials, product reviews, a little bit of everything. You never know what's going to be on the next episode of Whitley Alerts. So make sure you're subscribed, ring that little bell beside it. That way you'll get notified every time a new episode drops. And leave me a quick like and comment, rate all this stuff before you click away to something else. It helps me out tremendously with the algorithm. But I really, really appreciate each and every one of you continuing to support this channel. And we're going to keep right on rolling with crazy experiments. And yeah, you just have to tune into the next episode. But as always, guys, I'm John from Whitley All Works. I hope you guys have a great day. God bless. And I'll see you guys on the next episode.